Alright, hi, and welcome. Welcome to Worth Your Time. Today, we're talking about Steep. Steep is an online multiplayer extreme sport game set in an open world centered on Mont Blanc. That's the tallest mountain in Europe, by the way. And it's a Wintersports game, so obviously you're gonna be exploring it with skis and snowboards and wingsuits and paraglider. And even more if you pay for the DLCs, that is. Content. Steep is your typical open world racing game. You're in a big open world with different locations you can teleport to. At these places you can do challenges, like different kind of races, exploration missions and stuff like that. Of course there's also like high score kind of games where you have to do tricks and like make combos and stuff like that to get better points or more points. Missions where you have to like fly through loops with your wingsuit and like, you know, the usual kind of stuff you'd expect from a game like this. And there's a lot of hidden races and challenges which can be unlocked by exploring the map, which can be fun for a while. You get experience points for doing challenges and races and stuff like that. And with those experience points you can level up, obviously. And you can unlock like new customizables like hats and gloves and stuff like that. The trick system in this game is rather simple. Like in most extreme sports games, you just do flips and like kicks and flips and combos and stuff, and you get points for that. The game also features a non-linear story that follows the chosen player and on his path to like the ultimate legend of this game, which I didn't follow personally because I'm not a big story guy. And it's a goddamn sports game, so like I'm pretty sure the story isn't too compelling. Honestly, you can see everything this game has to offer in about 2 hours, which is pretty sad for a AAA title. It looks like a really big game with like lots of content, but when you really get into it, it's not that much. It's rather simple, and you're gonna be ending up rather bored after like the initial 2 hours. At least I was. Now if you get DLCs, you can get much more things. You get stuff like customizable items, maps, and even new sports like speed gliding, sledging, and rocket wingsuiting, which is actually pretty fun. But honestly, I think it's pretty bold to cut so much content out of a game and sell it as a DLC when the game itself costs $60 at release. I mean, that's just my opinion, but come on guys. Gameplay. I can imagine for some people it's a nice way to relax after school or after work, come home, play a couple of challenges, drive down some mountains, just taking in the views, you know, relaxing a bit. And I can see the appeal in that. I had a lot of fun flying down mountains with my wingsuit or my rocket suit, trying to fly as close to the ground as possible, trying to not break every single bone in my body, which can be a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not very sustainable. I mean, you can do this like 10 times and then you're gonna be bored. The cool thing is you can do your own tracks. Like when you go down a route or you go down anywhere a mountain, the game records you and you can watch your stuff, you can watch your track, you can watch it in slow motion and like in different kind of camera angles, which is pretty cool. And you can also share it with like friends or other players. And you can challenge them to make it better than you did, which is pretty cool. Steep to me just seems like a much calmer experience when compared to a game like SSX, which is an arcade game. Of course you still get action with Steep. The sense of speed you get in Steep is really fun actually, like it feels really good. And flying down a mountain trying to avoid like trees and stuff is really fun and gets your blood flowing. But compared to SSX for example, it just seems really dry. SSX has a much more flashy presentation with a lot of animations and effects and stuff like that. So Steep really just seems kind of boring next to it. And I do get that they're not going for the same thing, like SSX is an arcade game and Steep is more like a simulation game. But for my personal preference, I really just like SSX more because it's just more fun. It looks cooler. I mean, I can look like a goddamn badass in SSX with like a couple of button presses. In Steep, I look like a goddamn idiot even trying to do a simple flip or a 360. And that just doesn't feel that cool, you know? Verdict. I can imagine that people that are into sports games and like that kind of stuff, I honestly wouldn't know what kind of people that are. For those kind of people, it's worth it. I mean, you can play this game forever if you want to, if you're really into playing with skis and shit. I don't know, man. I really don't know what kind of person would really enjoy this game for a long time. Definitely not me. So I can't really recommend this game to anyone because I don't know anyone that like enjoys this kind of game. So, you know, all I can say is don't buy this game if you're expecting great replayability or like hours on end, because you're not getting it, at least not here. And it's a real shame because I would love a great arcade kind of snowboard or winter sports game for PC. I even played like snowboard MMOs back in the day, and honestly those were more fun than this game. Free MMOs about snowboarding, and they were more entertaining than this, at least to me. Anyways, I'm getting off track here, so let me just end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, maybe you even learned something. I wish you all a great day, and I'll see you later. Also like and subscribe, please.